cups of champagne, purple 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 cups of champagne, champagne, champagne.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Purple Cups and Champagne. I'm your host, Hanson Contreras. You know what it is. Guapavelli the Don, the cutest dude doing the ace of the A and D. That's why these brothers hate on me.
That was a lot better than last week.
Yeah, I was a little
last week you literally
energy,
said,
man.
"Hi, I'm handsome."
I was angry.
You now. And I said,
Yo, take over.
I did fumble. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands right now. It's just very,
I had an inner struggle going on. You guys are watching the video. We have the headsets on now. Everything's here set up the way it should have been from the beginning. So I was just angry at myself and couldn't let it go. Like the whole time I was just like, yo, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? That's actually on my New Year's list to take care of. As you guys can see, E is back. You know what I mean?
Round of applause type situation.
AKA OPM.
Yeah, we could do the round of applause. I'm still going to add it in the little sound effects.
You are not.
The automated applause.
Just like when you say you're going to edit something, we're going to edit that out.
I don't know.
He's had the greatest edit ever. That commercial. He had the greatest edit of all time.
Yo, we got to bring the ads back.
That fake commercial he did one time. Oh, it's not a fake commercial. What am I talking about?
No, yeah. I actually got to go back and listen to that tomorrow.
Yo, real talk.
That was good.
I wanted to say that before, and I said this before. Before we go into E, pause. I really do want to thank everybody that showed love last week because
the feedback was awesome.
When we took that hiatus, like we did the Zoom call stuff, I recorded it, and I just refused to kind of put that quality shit up. Like the quality wasn't good enough, it wasn't on par, and it was tough. And I kept thinking, like, damn, we're gonna come back, and people are gonna forget. Not that we had 10,648 million fans, but we had enough people waiting for our show that I kind of felt like we were letting them down. And to see the love that we got last week,
it was dope.
It was just like,
thank you everybody.
I
definitely appreciate that.
The DMs are just like asking like just different questions.
What's your number?
Those were good too. But though just the ones just being like just on the topics and I want you guys to touch on this next week. Pause. You know what I mean? Like it was dope. It was good. It was good to be back. It was good to hear the feedback. It was.
It was overwhelming.
It was pleasant.
There you go. It was pretty cool. I mean, I will say as well, anybody that didn't repost our shit,
yo, can you not? All right, Edgar. So Edgar,
go ahead.
Yeah, man.
I'll save that for 3 episodes in. Y'all got 2 to 3 weeks to repost our shit. If you're hearing this right now,
oh my God,
and I can see who hears it, believe me, the metrics are there. And I don't see you repost or give me the like, I promise you.
I'm going to find you. I'm going to go to your house. I'm going to get you.
You have a special set of skills?
I'm Liam Neeson in this bitch.
No, so, well, first let's pop this bottle, E. Let's do that, to E being back on the show.
Hey.
We're
missing
the executive producer, Faid, today.
Yes.
We got Buddha here.
He's doing another show.
Next man up.
Yep. Yes. Next man up.
Yeah.
Next man up.
Yo, as soon as I gave him the credit on that shit, like people just hit up Fi, like, "Yo, can you do our show?
Yeah.
Can you do this and that?"
He's a little bit busy right now, but we understand.
Like scheduling issues.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is, though. We respect the man's hustle.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Yo, that
was glorious.
That was perfect.
Did you get a good shot at that though? That was pretty cool.
That was glorious.
I ain't flinch. I ain't no bitch.
Nah, you good.
Yeah.
Did the Kobe.
Why you flinch?
Yo, I ain't flinch like where? Kobe and Matt Barnes.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Josh.
No problem.
Mamba mentality. Shout out to Fa.
So as you're pouring, let us know. How's been your quarantine?
Quarantine's been good and bad, I guess. I mean, it's actually been normal for the most part.
Right.
I haven't stopped working. Mm-hmm. The only thing is that like lost out on some money, but not like extra money that I usually make on the side and shit.
You want some?
Like
Such a giving guy.
Didn't travel. Like I had plans to travel and make money too, so it's like that's like the only thing, like the negative part of it.
Yeah, the
I mean,
NFL
besides like
the NFL joint you were gonna do, right?
Yeah, I was gonna do the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Fucking.
And we know how much you hate the NFL.
I love the NFL.
Yes. If anybody
So
knows
like,
Edgar, he loves the NFL. Like that's like his thing.
Yeah, so missed out on a job there. Then had plans to go to Europe, like travel, like Italy, France, and stuff.
Nice.
That shouldn't go through either. So it's like that was like the only negatives I think, like, because I'm like grateful and like that, like my friends and family, like nobody really got like really sick like through COVID and stuff. But everything's kind of been normal for me because I just haven't stopped working.
We stay connected.
Really.
Like if anything, we probably talked more because you know,
a lot of us kept in touch a lot more than
for sure.
A lot of people have more free time and shit.
Yeah, I remember the night we zoomed after the Jizza and the RZA and Primo.
Oh yeah, when RZA beat him.
Hassan is the only one that thinks that.
I'm just saying, some beats there didn't belong to RZA, but it's all good.
Right, you do know that he's not from Brooklyn. You don't gotta back, Primo. You know what I mean? He just
listen,
a Brooklyn artist. From
where is he from? He's from like
Houston,
Ohio, Texas. Yeah, he's like
Ohio.
He's
Damn,
Ohio.
Some other shit.
When you want to dig at somebody, you say Ohio.
Bone Thugs is from Ohio.
Okay. And so is LeBron.
So is Bow Wow and Brian.
See, why you went there?
Yeah,
like we said two legends.
You could have left out.
Bow Wow is an accomplished
Bow Wow is not a legend.
Edit that out.
Edit that part out because he goes.
Bow Wow didn't run one of the park.
I go and shout out to Diego.
Exactly.
He
broke records.
Real quick, how was the married life? Being that you guys were stuck together all day.
Married life is cool. It's same shit, really. It's just the government's involved now, really. That's pretty much it.
Right.
Yeah, it's no different than.
Yeah,
being in
probably
a long-term relationship.
Spend more time together though because of the.
Yeah, I mean, but we were living together before we even got married. So
I should say probably spent more time indoors.
Oh yeah,
she
hasn't been working since like February.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
I mean, that's the only thing. Yeah. It's good though. Married life is good.
Right.
It's chill.
Breakfast.
I know one of the things that you did, and it kind of I inspired probably all of us to do. Like you were really out there on the front lines a lot, especially in June. Like you were out there, like on the protests and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So that was dope. I know a lot of shots that you took were awesome.
Yeah.
There was one shot that you took like that was in Queens and right by the Globe. The World Fair.
Yeah.
That was fire. You know what I mean? And that's like something that like I think something that we had a discussion about. I remember we were talking in the chat, and I remember saying, "Yo, people shouldn't be out here like this because of what's going on because of COVID and stuff like that." And you were just like, "Yo, this is not gonna stop."
Yeah.
People from going out there and voting. I mean, not voting, sorry. I was just going to get to my next topic, but just people getting out there just saying what's on their mind. You know what I mean? And I remember being like, yo, you're right. Like, this shouldn't stop me from, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shouldn't stop me from, because I wasn't going out, for like 2 months, I didn't go nowhere. Like,
the thing is
no one was really going anywhere at that point.
The next extreme for me to do was to be around 50 people marching down fucking Queens Boulevard.
Yeah, that's kind of how it went for people.
Yeah, the thing is, too, also that like you're talking about New York. New York is progressive state. Right. So these people are like everybody's masks. Like it's not like there's just people out there like just wilding out, like protesting without no mask or anything. Everybody's like practicing, like trying to practice social distance.
People have just respect for each other here. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Generally, I think
especially that we all had the same. We had the same mindset of what we were gonna do, and then like. Because we disagreed. We actually disagreed about that. And I remember just being like, yo, you know what? He actually makes a point. I was like, what's going on right now is just more important. You know what I mean? I took my nephew with me. It was something important for him to see. Because I hadn't done one of those since Trayvon Martin. And now, how long was that? That was like, 6 years ago? 5 years ago?
But the fact that you did it anyway is still...
But it was because we kept in touch and we were like, that particular day, I just remember us all going off like, yo, this is bullshit. And you know what I mean? So it just gets to my next topic. So what do you guys think about like people getting out there like voting? Like you think that with COVID and stuff like that is going to deter people from actually wanting to go out there? No. You see how long the lines have been. Like what do you guys think?
It's not deterring them, especially now. A lot more mail-in ballot stuff is going on. So, and it's something that's been available forever and a day, and we just now took advantage of it because of the system. Like so, I look at where it's headed and the change that everybody wants. Pretty much pushing people to get out there. Is the change going to happen?
Right.
But the change that everybody wants is going to get them out there. So, it's not going to stop.
This is a big week. You know what? Before we get into it, let's bring it in. You know? To episode 2?
Yeah.
Episode 2, man.
Cheers,
guys.
Cheers, boys.
I don't know what, guys.
2020.
This is episode 36, but okay.
Episode 36. Episode 2 of season 3.
Episode 2 of season 4.
All right.
Season 4. I wasn't aware of this.
That's the way I have it in my format.
Season 2 got 2 episodes.
Exactly.
Yo, no, season 3.
Season 3.
Season 3
got
2
1.
Season 3 had 2 episodes, no?
Nah, it had the way that Apple set it up. When you look at their show, I was like, wait, season 2 is 2 episodes?
So
well, that's good. Speaking about rig numbers.
With the new 7 songs.
The election. The election. Let's keep it 100, guys.
It's not rigged.
Trump wins.
He's not.
Are we fucked the next 4 years? Or it's just going to be more of the same
No,
bullshit?
we're fucked regardless. There's no way.
Okay, go ahead.
It's gonna
Let me hear.
I think that's kind of true.
We're fucked either way you go. So I get everybody with the necessary of two evils thing. But regardless of in my eyes, we're fucked one way or the other, right? So I think what this should teach us is we need to have more power in our own hands over our own lives. As difficult as that may be due to certain presidents being in place, I get that aspect as well, but it gets done. And it comes by, I don't know if anybody here follows 19 Keys, but he's always talking about creating your own infrastructure, your own economy. You know, what Killer Mike is doing with his own bank now, where it's like, yo, come on, put money into this. And it's difficult to get everybody on that page, but I think this moment in time, especially with the effects of Trump and making people wake up to that, yo, racism is still real as a motherfucker, right? It gets you into that aspect of, yo, maybe you know what? Before, if Killer Mike or somebody came out with that bank, we would laugh at it like, look at this guy trying to do this. But now it's like,
why do we do that? Why is it when we hear somebody named Killer Mike coming out with a bank, like the first thing you think of is like,
yo, his real name too.
This is trying to no, because like when he goes to Michael something, I forgot what it is, but like, but we shouldn't though. We shouldn't, should we? What do you guys do? Yeah, like when it comes to like, yo, you hear like, it's different.
No, I'm wondering because I'm kind of torn on that. If we should, if you're asking that kind of question, because to me it's like there's a part of me that's always felt like what made most of us is being growing up in New York, where a lot of people you have to survive through like people cutting your ass.
You're not trying to get G'd.
Yeah, exactly,
right,
exactly.
Like,
so you have to survive through that. You have to build thick skin because of that. I think New Yorkers are known for that.
It's fucked up.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, it's weird to feel that way because it's kind of like, oh, is it okay to be traumatized if it means like Michael Jackson to be traumatized in order to be successful or something like that? Like, is that okay?
As a New Yorker, you're kind of like, yo, the first time you get like suckered into something or fucking taking advantage of pause.
Yeah.
Right. You're just kind of like, yo, I'm never gonna let that shit happen again.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, even with like people that you fuck with, you'll be like, your first initial thing is like, yo, why is this person being this nice to me?
Yeah.
Or why is this person, you know what I mean? Why is this person looking out so much? But like, maybe they just want to build.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what
maybe they have the same intentions as you.
The one thing that sucks about that is that approach, I'm sure, has like suppressed a lot of like people from doing or being who they are. Or what they want to do.
Right.
But, that's cause and effect. I can't really tell you which one's better because of that. Mm-hmm. Because there's also enabling.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I really can't answer that clearly. There's I feel like both ways about that to be.
I say we're programmed. Realistically, it's like Master P said it the other day when he put out his cup of noodles rendition.
Master P's and rice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? People
Ben's.
were like, look at you trying to put sodium in our system and fuck us all up, da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, yeah, but if Cup of Noodles ran by Procter & Gamble, that's ran by you already know who does it, you don't question it. And it's okay.
Uncle Ben's is using a black guy on the box.
But not only that, he just said, like, am I supposed to now, why do I have to get shit for starting something for my people in my hood, employing our people?
Right.
I'm doing the same thing as them, but when I'm doing it, it's a problem. I'm the one that's supposed to now go get organic noodles and all this extra shit, but you don't have a problem eating cup of noodles.
Right. Yeah, like if a rapper came out with Wendy's, like Future came out with a Wendy's called Futures.
Rick Ross, Wingstop.
Well, I don't know. People kill him for it being like, okay, well, you're giving people high cholesterol food.
Yeah.
But they have no problem buying 4 for 4s at Wendy's and stuff like that, and just a company that supports Trump. As well too.
You
know what I'm saying? So it's like, why is it that when it comes to mostly rappers, let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
Why is it that when it comes to them, like our first thing we do is question it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think
possibly because they're hustlers too. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like they're hustling you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I don't.
No, you. I'm just saying. Like I'm saying, what
people in general.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, possibly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see why people would.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would be skeptical.
Okay.
You know. I mean, humans aren't really trustworthy either, regardless of whatever it is in what avenue you're trying to like.
You trust
help.
Joe Biden?
Nah, I don't trust. I mean, I don't trust either party. So, but if you have to pick the lesser of the two evils, but like, you're gonna pick Biden.
Biden gets elected.
Yeah.
Right. Do you feel like everybody's gonna say Trump is out? Like we're gonna have that whole day. We're gonna send each other memes. We're gonna all that good stuff. You know what I mean? We're gonna
Possibly.
Parties.
we're gonna shit. Well, we're gonna get to our predictions,
Yeah.
but we're gonna shit on it and just be like, oh my god, he lost, he's out. But do we stop there? Is now the time where we just say, or do we say, okay, well now, there's supposed to be some type of change. We have the guy that we wanted out.
I don't think that people.
What happens now?
I don't think people stop pushing. I don't think that the movement stops, like in a way, because I think that that movement has more to do with the internet. And I think a lot of new movements in general have to do with the internet.
Yeah.
And
As a trend, or people care more?
Also, for sure. And the fight for like freedom of speech, fight for a lot of things like that. You know, just or just exactly equality, even obviously more important than anything. But I think that I don't personally expect people to change until real drastic things happen. I think that's just the way things are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know what that exactly is going to be. I hope it's not going to be something too damaging that we can't recover
That's some
from.
big cousin
Like
shit
that.
right there. Just
Yeah,
happened,
word.
yo.
I know.
So-
Yeah, that was like fixing my hair at like a wedding,
yeah,
right?
Like, oh, he fixed your tie.
Yeah,
like,
a tie. Yeah, a tie is
I
more
wanna
better.
make sure
Your
you
hair,
heard
not
his-
chill.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know right now. You got 6 episodes to do that same shit to me. If you don't, we're not friends anymore.
Wow, yo, why are you so
That's it,
jealous,
yeah.
bro?
Nah, I am.
What's up with
Edgar.
you?
Nah, Edgar would do it. Edgar would do it.
Right.
Edgar, hold me down.
Nah, I gotta
Edgar,
make
hold
sure
me
the sound is right. It's actually selfish. I just wanted to show the sound.
Nah, I
down. We
appreciate
care
that.
nothing about Josh's
You're
opinion.
right. It actually made me move my mic.
Yo, it definitely
closer,
did. I
and
definitely
I
did adjust
hear
it. Now it
myself
sounds
better.
a
Yeah, for
lot
sure.
better.
I said, hold on.
He just wants less.
No, yeah.
editing, too.
So bottom line is, I think that I think we're gonna be.
I don't think it's ever really this journey for like fighting for equality and all of this stuff is never ending. Really, it's not just because Biden got chosen or
Right,
if
right.
Trump
Obama
gets
didn't
elected.
end it.
You know
Well,
what I'm saying? It didn't-
that's my worry. I'm worried that like people are just gonna be like, all right, Trump's not president anymore. Like, here, you guys should
And
be you guys should be happy with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel the opposite. I feel like there's so much information in the internet, just on social media, not even like Google or anything else, that where you can get information from that is showing
Right.
like people that are pushing for progress.
Because
And,
stuff
like-
that we were going through growing up, people now that lived in their little bubble are just seeing that now. Like,
Yeah.
yo, and if you have any type of
Nah,
empathy,
you-
you're just like,
Yeah, now you can
Oh,
see
shit,
the old
people
heads.
shouldn't be living
the
like
old
that.
heads are like, damn, these young dudes are doing it right now. Like you can
yeah,
you see it. You see it.
yeah.
Like, and there's a big
Yeah.
push with
Right.
the youth.
Right,
Um,
right.
I definitely don't see it stopping. Like even if Biden gets chosen,
'Cause
like there's people that
I
like,
saw all races when I was this summer protesting.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
of course.
everybody. It was
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
just kind of like, yo, they're just not having it no more. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Like, this generation really stepped up.
Yeah, they're really everywhere. Like
Yeah.
even in New York, you think
hard.
New York is a like a progressive state,
Right.
but like there's a lot of fucking races here.
Oh, absolutely.
Because we think about the 5 boroughs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
shout out to Long Island.
Yeah, you go to Long
Long
Island,
Island.
you go to
You mean
Upstate.
the four? You mean the
Staten
four
Island.
boroughs?
Go
No,
to
Staten
Staten
Island,
Island.
not really.
Good.
You mean the
no,
Staten
Staten Island is mad racist.
Staten Island
Yeah,
is
that's what I'm
racist.
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
Staten
'cause,
Island
yeah, the
is
four
racist.
boroughs.
Yeah.
Plus Staten Island.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's one of my main concerns. Like, I feel like, yeah, we're gonna celebrate for that day, but I feel like we just gotta keep pushing forward with the, and even if
definitely.
Trump does win, like, we gotta push forward even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there
Like,
definitely is no letting your foot off the gas.
no,
for sure.
it can't be.
It
It
just
can't
sucks
be, man.
because ultimately, like the Republicans have a lot to answer for as well. You know what I mean? Like I think just obviously, I think most of us in here kind of lean towards
Aren't they still running the
Democrats,
House?
if anything.
Aren't they still running like the
Republicans?
House? Yeah.
Yeah, they're running one of the. I don't know specifically which. I think they have the
Well,
House.
because
Like
they
you
got
said,
they got the lady in the Supreme Court that just got.
yeah, of course. Yeah, they definitely have
yeah.
power. in Supreme
That's why
Court.
they were pushing that through
Yeah.
because
Trump has elected 3 Supreme Court in his term.
he pushed
wild.
it push it in before he just in case.
But like I
he does
said,
lose.
That's a sign that they're setting up to get him out of there.
Well, also let me ask you this: he's not going down without a fight?
What do you mean? His whole thing,
Yeah.
like, I'm going to not leave?
Yeah,
That's a dumbass move because the rules are if he does that and there's any contention,
Yeah.
then
Military can walk
Pelosi
in.
takes over.
well, that's
no,
the
Pelosi takes
Okay,
over,
okay.
the Speaker of the House.
Well,
And that's like the last thing he
red
would ever
motherfucker that he
want.
wants taken over, right? Well, the thing with that too is that and this is why it shows the important. I don't want to be cliche, but the importance of voting is like, yo, you guys remember Al Gore and Bush? Like, imagine somebody telling you that, yo, you have your dream. You know what I mean? Like, this is your dream. Here you go. It's in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh no, we fucked up. We made a mistake. And we don't even know if we don't know where the lost votes are from Florida and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? The state that Bush's brother was governor at the time, I think Jed was the governor there, and Al Gore lost. So that's why I feel like that's why it's so important to vote, because you got to make sure the
the tallies.
And the electoral vote whole thing, we could get into that a whole other day.
That's what it is.
But it's
Basically,
just like,
it's not about popular vote.
That it's a far. That it's a far. Like
They
it
need
has
to
to be.
They need to make it popular vote.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It should be a popular vote.
It should be.
Like
Because
it's one count, one vote
Right.
counts.
Because it makes us
Not
feel
just-
like in New York, where I'm like, well, we're going to win our state anyway, so why
Yeah, I
should I
get
go
you.
out and vote? But then it gets closer and closer where enough people say, well, why should I go out and vote? And when you go to the like inner cities where motherfuckers don't want to wait online for like 3 hours to go vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes you not want to
But
do
even
it,
though that's
you know?
always been true, and
Yeah.
that's always been
That's
true, but just this
stupid, though.
election,
Can I afford to take a day off of work right now, especially right now?
That's another thing.
go
They need to
vote?
make it a national holiday.
Yeah.
no question.
Yeah. Why is it only for city workers that they're the only person that get people that get election day off?
Yeah.
It should be all of us that get election day off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like either way, I think that's always been a problem. People having ways to get around voting or whatever. I just think that regardless of those factors being there, I think that this year is going to be obviously a big jump in people voting. I don't think that's anywhere around that.
They already have. I think they already surpassed like last year's votes.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
Because people still
And
want to
early
be
voting.
part
The
of
element
the change.
of where we're at, like in the world,
Yeah.
Trump. I'm talking about COVID, and then just everything, just
It's
where
like-
we're at, perfect storm.
But in New York, there's no way Biden loses. Right?
Yeah.
But people
Right.
still want to be part of like, I put the vote in
Yeah,
for him.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
I mean, it was the
yeah.
same thing with Obama.
And you know what?
Yeah.
It's understandable in a way because when you really think about what your vote means, like people really, really died fighting for the right for people to vote. I mean,
I got
For
friends.
the
that-
right
I got
to.
friends.
Yeah,
I
for
got
the right
friends.
to. Yeah,
I got
for the right
friends
to.
that can vote for different reasons.
I'm not gonna
So
force.
I'm repping for them.
Yeah.
I
You know
don't
what
really
I'm
care about. I personally feel like if someone's really, really, really passionate about politics, then the least you can do is go. I feel like that. But if you don't, well, who am I to? That's just my criteria of whatever.
Yeah,
I
you
really
can't
don't care.
you can't be a complainer about stuff or debating stuff and not making any difference, right?
Yeah.
You're just
or
sitting
not
on the
trying
sidelines.
to. You know
Or
what I
you're just
mean?
sitting
Because
on
that's the very
sidelines,
least you can do. And somebody said something the other day. I don't know where I heard it. I hope I'm not repeating it from like a real popular source or some shit. It's like whatever. But it was like if you don't think that voting is important,
right? Fact check time.
if you don't think voting is
nah.
important, then why would people spend so much money
Just take the
trying to
credit.
get trying to promote themselves to you?
Or deter you from voting.
Yeah, yeah.
How about
Well,
that?
well, that
No,
even-
voter, voter suppression
Yeah.
is real.
No, but
Like,
yeah,
there's a reason why they're
for
doing
sure.
it.
I say that because so many people. I mean, we know so many people even that say like, "Why am I going to vote for, man? What's it gonna?" It's like that point
Right.
is for those kind of people, whatever. But
Prediction time. Who's winning next week?
I've been saying Biden for
We're
a
off
long
the air
time.
next week, by the way, right? We're off the air next week. We're not doing
you
it.
guys.
You said we're not doing the show next week.
I did.
Working on
I thought I had a day off, man.
Yo,
I said
it's up to you guys. Me personally, I already put my vote in. So
Yo, it's a national holiday, man. I need election day off, you know? Cool.
early
I-
voter.
I send in mine. Yeah, that's
Good
why when
job.
they were showing on the Joe Rogan podcast, like
Yeah.
the entry ballot, I already voted for the birthday party.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
We're going to get to the birthday party.
Easy.
Who's
that's
winning?
why I voted.
Who's winning next week?
Biden.
Biden? Now, who you want to win? I know we all know who
No,
you want
I-
to win.
I think Biden's winning.
Anybody's getting it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Biden too. I don't think I'm not 100% convinced, but I think that Biden's gonna win.
Biden. I already told you why.
But you voted for the birthday.
That was a good point, though.
I voted for the birthday party.
Right,
'cause
right.
In New York, come on, baby.
That was a good point, though.
Oh,
What you
yeah.
said about Trump already electing 3, so they kind of got
Guys,
what they wanted
guys,
out of him.
If you were living in Wisconsin, though, who would you vote?
I vote Biden. Yeah,
Guys, I really
Not gonna go
hope, I
against
really
the
hope
grain.
when we're
Yeah.
doing episode 3 or 4, whichever episode we're doing, I really hope we're in a better space, and I really hope we're all correct. You know
I
what
hope
I mean?
you're
Everything
right.
That Joe Biden.
I hope that every episode, Chetty.
Yes, I hope so too. The birthday party. Let's talk about that. He was on the.
that's my vote, man.
he
Yo,
was
2024 is gonna be so different with that shit.
He was on the Joe Rogan podcast, man. It was an interesting episode. 3 hours.
Yeah, it was existential.
Yeah. Thanks, E, for bringing up that topic because it made us listen to that 3-hour podcast. That I
Yeah,
thought was
I
going to be a
thought-
little. I thought it was going to be a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I thought there was gonna be more nuggets.
Right.
But it's still
Yeah, he's in a different space now. Though.
it's still good to like
100%.
see other people's perspectives, how
Right.
they think, how
Right.
they work, like things like that. Is and especially
What were-
people that are successful.
What were some of your takeaways? Because I got a couple. So I pulled up a couple of quotes and a couple of just like
Nice.
little nuggets or whatever.
Yeah.
But one of the ones that like just to kind of refresh your memory, like he doesn't like listening to his discography. How'd you feel about that? As being Josh, I look to build like my crates and stuff like that. I honestly I look towards like what you're listening to.
Yeah.
On Apple, where we follow each other on Apple
yeah,
Music,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, cool shit,
A
yeah.
couple times that I go to look at something, I'll see down there like, oh, Josh listens to that.
Yeah.
So it's got to be good.
So what are you gonna tell me? I'm
No,
listening to too much Kanye.
I'm giving you credit.
Okay,
but I
cool.
do go when I do get to Kanye. You're always there. It's always this guy like this. It's because Josh with his hands crossed. You know, and I
like
feel
a
like
wrestler.
and I feel like he's looking
like
at
a
me
wrestler.
saying he's saying, yeah, motherfucker,
My hair
you
was nice
bash
when I
Kanye
listened.
this much, but you're about to go listen to him right now.
Yes.
I
I
feel
mean,
like-
I don't.
like
say that. I mean,
no. When I'm just making a joke.
You know,
when I do look at the album, you will be the first one there.
Yeah.
Like this. It'll be you and then my nephew. So I'm like, all right, at least my nephew's listening to good music.
Word, exactly.
But
So that's how you do it.
what's that?
I'm like, yo, how does Chetty stay on top of all this new garbage? And it's because you follow your nephews.
Not news.
He sneaks it-
yeah, no. I have a lot of the players on my basketball team. They're on. They like listen to like everybody or whatever, and everybody new and stuff like that. But when I'm looking just like to download music or whatever the case may be, I'll see Josh on a lot of Kanye.
Yeah.
How do you feel about him saying that he doesn't feel the same about listening to his old stuff? Like he doesn't feel like his discography, like like
it's probably because of his headspace where he is now. That's I think that's mainly the main reason.
Yeah,
why.
but I mean,
what do you think? That's the big reason why he's in the
think about
financial
it.
state that he is now.
I don't think it's
No.
because
Actually, no,
he
you know
thinks
what? No,
the
I'll take
music
that back. Go
sucks or
ahead.
anything.
what was that?
I'm saying it's because of where he is in his life and like
Yeah,
the,
maybe.
the whole
Yeah, exactly.
God thing, and then like because it's not because he sucks because. Like the old music sucks or anything
Yeah.
because
Right.
obviously he thinks of himself as a
Yeah, he's
like
very-
a genius,
exactly.
like
He's
music wise.
Yeah, he's very confident in himself.
So
for sure.
I don't. It wouldn't be that obviously.
Two things about that though. I think I don't think it's the first thing, but I mean honestly, there's sometimes that people. I've been in family parties that say I don't know if this is the same, but like they'll try to play my music or whatever music I try to make or whatever, and it's like don't fucking play that music, please take that shit off.
You get over that shit.
You know what I mean? Like so, therefore, as an artist, sometimes people feel that way about their own shit. Sometimes,
Right,
Believe
right.
it or not.
He did mention that in the podcast. He's
Okay.
saying that like even listening to like recent stuff that
Yeah.
he just made, he feels like oh shit, like damn, why was I saying certain
Exactly,
things like that?
because you everything is unfinished for you. You know what I mean? So
Right,
you always changing, and then afterwards you feel like, damn, like
Jay said
I
the
wish
same
I
thing
hadn't
once,
done.
though.
I wish I hadn't done this for whatever reason,
Right.
or you feel like, oh damn, my shit's like trash work compared to what I do now. Like I just think different, or I
Right,
just
right,
approach it different.
right.
You know,
Right.
but that's one thing. I don't really think it's that.
Well, we're gonna get to Hove, and Hanson brought up a good point. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not, and Buddha and I were talking about that in the car. I'm sure he's not singing Big Pimpin' like in like
Yeah, exactly.
that's
But
not
Jay
gonna be,
said that.
that's not gonna
Yeah.
be in his concert set list anymore.
Yeah,
With
exactly.
Blue Ivy being in the audience.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might get it here and there,
Right.
but yeah,
Right,
I get it.
right,
For
yeah,
the
I
most
mean,
part, I wouldn't be
right.
surprised if it's not popping up or whatever. But
Right.
bottom line is, I don't really find that a big deal at all because I always tell you I separate how I feel about what he says like personally, which I find always innovative or interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I always agree with it, but I always find it like legit interesting because he always brings it around and makes it into like a legitimate point. But yeah, I just feel like
Well, that was my biggest takeaway. I don't that interview because the last one I saw the Nick Cannon one, but this interview really, I told Chetty this, changed my perspective on how I see Kanye.
Yeah,
And I stopped seeing him as an artist because now I understand his headspace, and I mean an artist musically. So it even like the answers he gave and the way his like you said like his mindset where he's at right now. It kind of took away a lot of the pressure that I had on him prior to this episode. Because, you know me, I was bashing Kanye from the jump when he started all this MAGA hat shit and all this crazy stuff. But it's because I didn't know the headspace he was in. Now, hearing him talk, even though a lot of it did seem spacey and like he wasn't keeping his thoughts proper, I realized, yo, that's always been him.
Yeah.
It's just before it was centered in music.
Yeah.
Music can ground you. Because there really isn't much out of it. Like, you're going to make different music, but you still have to stay in a certain format. When it comes to art, when it comes to business, when it comes to clothing, you have so many more liberties. He even spoke about, like, a T-shirt that he made with, like, one seam, which I couldn't see it in my head, but I kind of understand what he's saying. And I thought about it. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I said, I can't judge him as an artist anymore. Nor am I really interested in hearing his music. Like, I don't think he's even putting an effort into the lyrics he's saying. Like, before he was witty, now he's just saying exactly what he means.
Right.
So that was one big part for the interview.
He's on a spiritual journey right now.
Yeah,
he's
That's what
using
he is,
he's
right,
using the music as like a vehicle to get a
Correct.
message across and to promote that he's about to come out with something else and just put his name into the spotlight. But it's not really about the music anymore. He's just using that for those things.
You can tell the hunger's not there for that aspect. And I have to respect that because there's a lot of things that I no longer do in my personal life that before I thought I would never go a day without doing that shit. And now it's like, nah, my mental space ain't there.
You want to give us some
I'll tell you
examples?
what-
Pornhub. Definitely got off of that shit. Just like,
It's definitely off my favorites now.
yeah, man. Like, so.
It's all Kanye's too. Yeah. Remember he had the Pornhub merch? Yeah, he
that.
definitely.
Nah, it was
definitely
like, I
got
can't,
Oh,
I can't
word, he
keep
did do
wasting
that,
time on
yeah.
this shit. Yeah.
You're right.
One of the Edgar, this is for you. One of the parts that I heard that I said I can't wait till I think I may have listened to it before you did. I can't wait till E hears this part. Was when they asked him like, what made you want to run for president? And he said like, God told me.
Yeah.
And I thought of E right away because he's funny with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You calling him a non-believer?
No,
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's a non-believer.
He said it before. He believes in the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
Right, no,
Don't
I'm
try
not
to
saying
shit on
that.
him like
Yeah.
that.
No, not
Making
at all.
him
Not
an
call him an
atheist.
atheist at all.
I just yeah.
Yo,
What were you gonna ask me?
if somebody,
He's wearing red.
if somebody
Or-
if somebody DMs me, yo, how's atheist E doing?
Yo, hold on. You guys have not noticed. How wild is this?
Uh-huh.
Josh was wearing neutral. He's wearing red. You're wearing white. Like an angel, the devil, humanity.
So you don't count.
Nah, I'm black. I'm just
You're part of the cut.
camouflage.
He's in the cut.
Also, when you gonna give me that sweater? Because you know you're not a better uncle than I am. But we'll get into that.
Yeah, okay. Just so everybody knows, check out the
means to you.
merch. My niece and my nephew
out the
created
merch.
their
That's
own line.
that's a fire sweater, by the way.
It says
Yeah.
GOAT. They wanted to take away the whole greatest of all time inclination off of it because of, everybody's throwing that word all over the place, especially with LeBron and shit. So they created their own line, greatest of all Theos, in honor of me. It's modeled after my line for fathering greatness, which I never took off, thanks to Buddha. So, yeah. Greatestofalltheos.com, best uncle alive, hashtag, you know what it is, man. Guapavelli the Dawn.
Yo, so I'll bring it back around just so he remembers. He was asking you about what Kanye was saying about God told him to run for president, and how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
And also how you feel about him running for president, if you want to go even.
I think I'm gonna start there probably. Him running for president, like, all right, like I get it that, and obviously he shouldn't, like, I shouldn't like try to limit him, or anybody shouldn't tell him, yo, don't run for president or anything. Anybody's capable of doing anything, right? But like the timing wasn't right. Even though people say whenever you feel like doing something, do it, but like, it's so late in the game for you to like do something. Like, you didn't even have a campaign. You didn't do, like, there's a lot he didn't do
For sure.
for him to actually like even be like close to winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I felt like if he did it from like the jump and then like,
Well, he said he had
like,
coronavirus.
that
No, but
that
he needs to
hurt.
jump
But
like a
you
year
mean like
ago.
a year ago, like a couple years, right?
Yeah,
I have an
like
answer. Remind me
like a
of
serious.
why I think he did it.
But he did
Okay.
announce
It's like-
2015.
huh?
He announced 2015.
at the VMAs.
Yeah, all right. But when did he start taking it serious?
No.
though?
I agree with you on that. Yeah.
So like my whole thing is that like I felt like it was just like ill advised. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like he like the game is over already, and you're just hitting a 3-pointer just to cover the spread.
You getting garbage buckets.
And then, yeah, you're getting like a garbage bucket just to get a bucket.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Jared Dudley
Like,
points.
I just think that like, all right, this is cool. Like, if you were campaigning now for 2024, like he said, cool. I'm all for it. Like, yeah, like let's see your policies. Let's see where you stand on a lot of issues. But like to come into the race this late, like it just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, yeah, it's fun probably for certain people, but it's real life shit. These are like these decisions, and like every vote counts for a lot of people. You know,
I'm gonna give you a twist
So
on
I
that.
felt
Though,
like-
why I think he did it. Because I see my niece always votes for the Green Party. She's a firm believer in the Green Party, but she doesn't do it believing that the Green Party is gonna actually win in New York or ever win.
It's like a protest vote almost.
But no, it's actually, which probably knowing what it probably is. But what she explained is, if they get somewhere like 3% of the votes in the United States, certain tax dollars get allotted for that party. So I'm not saying this was his plan, but Kanye is a little self-serving. I would think that the reason he still jumped into it at this time is to see how much he can pull.
Originally, when he was starting the church, I thought it was because he was trying to get tax breaks from that too.
Nah, Jesus spoke to him, dude. When Jesus speaks, you move.
You
Edgar,
definitely get
Edgar.
tax. I'm sure he's get a lot of tax breaks, and he did get breaks from Trump. So
100%. But when Jesus speaks, you move, man.
Does he send the offering around? Let me know.
No, he probably does. Nah, I don't think he did.
Nah.
I'll tell you
but
one
yeah,
thing. The singers he
just-
brought it to that town.
He was
fucking amazing.
He was charging a ton for socks.
No, it's great.
Remember for like
Yeah.
Oh, he was-
church socks. I did not buy them.
I did buy
I did buy the Bella Danger Pornhub shirt. And
You got the
ruined
King.
it.
I mean that's fire though.
You got the
I'll buy
Jesus
that.
King hoodie too, right? Jesus
Oh, you sold
hoodie.
it?
You got
Yeah,
that?
damn.
Yeah.
He got the Gildan T-shirt
Immediately.
He got the
Your dad,
Gildan
huh?
T-shirt with the iron print.
We were talking about that the other
Yo,
day.
a lot of his shit was Gildan. That shit was annoying.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of
With the
it,
iron
all my
print.
Nas,
Super whack shit.
what
$81.
Nah, you put
For the what?
Like $40
for the what?
for the T-shirt. $40.
Oh, the Belladonna. Yeah, no, I think it was $80.
Yeah,
80 for
all the
Gildan?
Nas, dude, all the Nas merch that we
Damn.
bought from Kanye though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was like, yo, it was.
Y'all bought that?
But then
But it wasn't super expensive though.
But Kanye,
wasn't?
it wasn't that expensive as
Kanye's
Kanye's
last
$80 for a Gildan.
But
That's
Kanye's
crazy.
last merch actually was Yeezy.
was the Easy brand.
Yeezy brand.
Okay.
So I guess he ended up doing it eventually progressing to the point where he used his own garment or
Gotcha.
whatever. And
Yeah.
cut.
Oh, speaking of getting robbed, what do you like how Josh got
You
robbed?
gonna bring 50 Cent back?
Wait.
No,
I flipped it immediately
artists-
for $120. I made $50 profit.
Oh, so you made
So,
money.
yeah.
you
So
straight.
you
Oh,
robbed
you
you
money.
robbed somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was
So
never
you-
gonna wear
so you were-
I was
you're pretty much-
thinking about being a family man already.
You're pretty much Interscope, and that person who bought it is the artist.
Nah, I
So-
just like holding on to certain shit like that just to hold on to it.
I thought about
I
it.
feel like it's
I thought about
like a history thing.
That's exactly what I thought. And to this day, I tell
Nah,
Brenda to this
shit.
day because she's the one that kind of told me to just flip it.
Yeah.
What do
And
you guys?
I kind of got convinced
50
into
bucks,
that.
Brenda?
And my thing to her was always, yo, Kanye West doing a Pornhub thing. Like, when are you
Yeah.
ever gonna? When are you
and
gonna
especially
hear about that?
and
You know what I'm saying?
especially
Like, when are
now,
gonna
like
get that?
you think about it
Exactly,
now,
when are you-
like he's like a full on Christian,
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, now that
so
shit is-
serving.
No, it's still the same amount of money, but
Oh, it
is.
probably in the near
But
future,
still.
it's gonna
When
be
he becomes
yeah.
president, it's just gonna be wild.
It's just gonna be mad valuable just because it says Kanye West and it has a
Yeah.
girl's tits out while he's doing all this
Or like
religious
he's
shit.
the president of good music, and good music artists seem to be complaining as well.
Yeah, what do you guys think about him? Like talking about the importance of artists
he
owning
gave
the
Big Sean
masters?
15 racks as
Yeah.
a signing bonus.
Wait. You said big, good. That's crazy. You said,
Yeah.
you said
I know motherfuckers that get that as
ridiculous.
a bonus for like
That's
Christmas.
ridiculous,
You know what I'm
dude.
saying?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yo, he G'd him.
That's
for real.
wild.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question. What do
Okay.
you mean that good music artists were
They're complaining about because
Well, Hit
he
Boy
went
came
when he
back
went on a
and so
rant.
did Big Sean. Right? Yeah.
When he went on a rant about
I didn't hear Big Sean's though.
getting your masters
yeah.
and all these contracts. They were kind of like, okay, so then what about the contracts you made us sign with these big labels and
Yeah.
whatnot?
Right.
Which to me brought a lot of.
That's Def Jam shit right there, though.
But you know
But
what?
that's the thing. It's like this is the industry has been that way.
But that's what I was gonna say right now. That's why I respect Kanye's answer to that because Kanye's answer to that was never. It was like, yo, you're right. Let me fix this right now. Here goes your guys' masters right now, type shit. You know what I mean? Like it was never like, nah, it was a misunderstanding. He was like, no, you know what? You're right. That's just me. I think he wrote it in some way like it's just like, oh, my fault. Like, and I'm gonna fix it up now, or whatever, something. But it has more to do with like admitting that you're wrong because you're part of the game too, and you're just doing what everyone else is doing. You know?
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Like for sure. Like he just be a man on your word. You saying this is wrong, but you're doing the same thing. But then you
Puff is still
if you fix
jerking
it,
dudes.
Exactly.
Of course,
And Puff is
of course.
always outspoken about.
Yeah,
you know,
about Black Power, bringing your own
master,
shit,
yeah,
owning
owning your
shit.
master, exactly.
And he's the
They
one
got
that
Black Rob in the basement.
Yo,
That's Buddha's boy. That's Buddha's boy.
no, that's
And the
what
locks.
Styles P's biggest argument was.
They
that.
called. Remember they called one time
when they had that shit on the radio, right?
Exactly.
And then years later, Styles was like, "Yo, I was tripping because I just realized this is how everybody's deal with this at the time. Like, I just didn't know."
Yeah, but he's
'cause
not
I'm from the
tripping,
street.
tripping.
No, but he was tripping in the way he handled it.
I
That's
got
what
it,
he meant.
I
He
got
said,
it.
"Y'all got older. I should have just, called Puff on the side and threatened him instead of doing the shit that I did like on the
Probably
radio."
should've, for real.
Not the thing is that
More
sometimes
effective.
I feel like he did it out of like desperation also because it's like sometimes
Yeah.
you probably can't even fucking get a meeting with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even
so-
though you're on his label,
agree.
it's like this is the only way I could reach you now. So I'm gonna do.
Siegel
I'm gonna
going
do it
at
how I see
50.
you.
So
Pent-up aggression,
Kanye
too.
says that he'll give back his good artist music, masters like Big Sean, designer.
070 Shake.
Yeah, they're all getting back their masters and stuff like that.
Even though her shit's worth
Um,
like $12.
Oh,
Yeah, but
sorry.
yo, I don't know
No,
why.
sorry.
Her shit was
No, he's
fucking
giving them a 50%.
50,
No, her music
50%.
is
Yeah.
fire.
His share.
Yeah, his share.
His share because
Because
you don't own the whole
so,
share.
So he's giving them back the full.
His share.
His share, but they
He
still
owns 50%.
Oh, right.
Their
but-
masters
but-
still belong to
but
Def Jam.
Def Jam probably has a
Exactly.
little bit of it too,
Yeah.
right?
A lot of it.
So you hit him with a verse.
That's how it is. That's why when Push
You
was
like
talking,
that, right?
but when Push was talking to Drake, to Wayne and Drake, he was
Yeah.
saying that they were under
Yeah.
a label, under a label, under a label.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
I'm
Remember
gonna
that day
do
when I
something
told you I
about-
saw that spreadsheet at that firm that I worked at
Yeah.
years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pie chart was fucking crazy.
Which is wild that
It was like Birdman half, and then you had like Drake. It was just fucking. It was
Dog.
nuts.
Which is
It
why
was
when Kanye
disgusting.
did that, a lot of people came out of the woodworks and they kind of like supported him in that because
Right.
it was something that and he's not a popular guy right now amongst the same people who are supporting him. You know what I mean? Because I know that Hit Boy said the story about
Right.
that he wouldn't. Kanye said in response to him that it
he
was
did a
because he was
Beyonce
under his
song.
exactly, but Kanye said that he was under his label and he never told him. But I honestly believe that. Kanye.
Oh, so when he said y'all all on good music, we all on good music. Huh?
No, he was like, yo, I'm the label,
right.
man, whatever. And he's like, yo, he's doing music with Beyonce. He didn't even tell me. He didn't run it through the label. Whatever.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there.
Well, that's a Kanye quotable. Like we all on good music.
Yeah, no, I remember.
Which episode? You remember what?
Drake on good music.
Yeah. Ross on good music.
Yeah.
We all on good music. Right. If you make good music, you on good music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What's that? What do you remember what interview that was?
That
was that a Zane Lowe?
Nah, that was Zane Lowe.
No, that
Was
wasn't Zane Lowe.
that Sway?
But you know what?
The Zane Lowe.
What's your
episode,
favorite Kanye?
yeah.
Better yet, what's your favorite Kanye interview?
Damn, it's gonna be the Zane Lowe one.
Is it Zane Lowe?
And the thing is that I think a lot of us are gonna exactly.
Okay.
Not by a mile.
Okay. Because Sway had quotables too.
Bro, to be honest with you, I think consistently I like his interviews. Even when he was like doing promo for Jesus is King, his interviews and those shits was pretty funny when he was like, y'all dealing with grandpa now.
Right.
And all that shit,
or when he switches to his Kardashian voice where he's like, I want to talk about architecture.
Hey, listen.
And
Listen, bro, I'll tell you right now, that's true too that he does talk in that voice.
Do it.
No. I made fun of him from day one making that voice.
It's
but
amazing.
I always see through what he says, and it's like a lot of people make fun of him for name dropping, and I'm like, yo, actually he's giving a lot of people credit, and he's always like putting it out there because that's the information that he really deals with and shit like that. So, but like I say,
actually, nah, man. You know what? That Sway interview when he shits on Mark Parker and then he goes, and yes, I will take an investment to Donda.
Yeah. Nah, but he was wilding during those interviews. Nowadays, his interviews actually a lot of times he'll be like, nah, I gotta apologize. Most of the time, he's actually, I gotta apologize to this dude because he's a family man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I gotta respect that he was just trying to do what he got to do for his thing. So I find even that interesting. I think that he's a super honest dude. I don't always agree with his opinions.
Right, when he was on TMZ and he said that slavery, like he didn't feel it was real.
Yeah,
I think Van got up. Yeah. Van got up and said, "Yo, what are you talking about? Like you feel like you live in another world?" I thought it was funny when he was like, "Can I give you a hug right now?
Word.
I feel like I need to hug this man right now." And Van was like, "Nah, you good."
He's trying to like distract him and shit.
Wait,
here's his lollipop. Here's a lollipop. You want this?
He's got so many.
Ripping him apart.
He's got so many quotables, yo. It's so funny.
But who gives us that, man? Who gives us that like realness, entertainment, all of that, man?
No,
like,
between the Dame Dash interview on Breakfast Club and like any Kanye interview, like if I'm like maybe when I'm stuck
Kodak
on
Black
when I'm
Breakfast
stuck on
Club.
well, yeah, I hope so. When I'm stuck online for 2 hours waiting to vote, I'm probably gonna listen to all those. You know,
back to back.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to OVO Diggs, man. He's not here. Handsome.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely the Zane Lowe interview because that was the first time where I saw like he thought like me or we thought the same way or whatever. Because I remember 50 making a point out of that about classism. 50 was the first person to really talk about that shit. Like, yo, when I'm on the plane, I'm sitting next to Bill Gates' wife. She ain't thinking nothing but money. All she see is green. Right? And when Kanye spoke about it, it was a little different aspect, but he did say that. He's like, yo, these people don't fucking... we're not being held back anymore really by just race. Mm-hmm. It's classism. Like, they are separating it so much so. And that was years ago, that Zane Lowe interview. So to see that shit now, the way I see this whole pandemic shit happening, the way the market is falling apart, the way the economy is falling apart, it goes more so into that plan about high class, low class.
The way that
they're getting rid of this shit
working.
here.
It really did. It really did chop off the middle, whatever that was.
Yeah.
It was either you're working and you're thriving, or you're just fucked up in the game.
Consolidate power, man. Middle class, consolidate power.
Yeah, that's the point.
Have a way more power rich people have over a lower class, and that's it.
And he was talking about that. That was when was that Zane interview? Like 4 years ago?
No, it was Jesus.
Jesus Christ! When he made the worst album he made, I was like,
yo, I was gonna say in that interview, actually, in that interview he said
Jesus is worse than Jesus is King. In your
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Jesus is fucking
Negative.
fire.
You know what it is? You guys don't like the content
of
Jesus is King.
I think the tour were atheists, right?
No, haters.
No, haters. Okay.
Not even the production though. On the production, not on the production.
You wild.
Yeah,
you wild. Not even the production.
It wasn't. I don't know.
That I disagree with you on the production side for sure.
Right.
Was it Jesus is King?
Yeah.
Right. A lot of it sounds like it doesn't sound innovative, or it doesn't. It sounds like just some regular Kanye shit. It doesn't sound like he's pushing anything forward or anything new, any new sounds, or like even the singing, it was cool.
Yeah.
But nothing was like, damn, this shit is like crazy.
Yeah.
I know, because you said it. You admitted yourself. You said
The
this
music,
album is cool. This album is cool.
Because the lyrics were
lyrics,
were watered down.
Josh, do you remember the summer that Yeezus dropped, dogs? We were bumping that shit like crazy. I think Kendrick had his first album.
But one
album.
thing I acknowledge is that one thing I acknowledge is that like we as humans, we are like kind of biased altogether. So like Kanye was somebody who we saw in a good light. We already expected. He already had a consistent consistency with albums. So we already expected.
I heard that album, I had an opinion.
Because I remember listening. All of us. Okay. I remember listening to Yeezus the first time, and it was like, this is weird, but I think I like it.
I got a question.
You know what I mean? Like, and it was like, of course you're gonna feel that way about Kanye because you're gonna try to find the elements in the most positive way.
It could be just preference of the style of music you like too. Because I mean, I like very progressive or like new sounds and like new music. So that just could be me.
Yeah, like the drums and all that shit that he
How long did that last? Did that sound continue? Because I feel like the whole garbled up,
it doesn't
breaking through the speaker shit, and all these crazy ass sounds and shit, kind of like just stayed there. It wasn't like the next TLOP was like, yo, let me just revisit that shit and do it again.
Yeah, but that's not.
No one did.
But that's not what Kanye's not like that though.
But no one did. I'm saying it's not like
I'm saying, but not in
so
rap.
That nobody said a
but not in rap. But you can listen to it in all other genres though too though.
No,
it's not just
rap.
Cool,
but that's what I mean. We're talking about rap.
Yeah, no, but that's what like we're just talking about Kanye as an artist, you know, and that project what it does, like, because that project sparks other artists and other genres, which lights a fire there too, and then it just continues.
Because if you listen to Travis Scott Days Before the Rodeo, his first joint, has a lot of Yeezus in it because he was a big part of Yeezus, right? Yeah. So you know, it definitely did, and look what it helped Travis Scott propel to where he is now.
Yeah, but Kanye West again, his hip hop fandom musically, like Kanye West is liked a lot, but not on that grand scope. Like, you understand? So yes, I have to judge Kanye more so. Yes, he is an artist. Yes, he does take risks that other people don't. But his overall catalog stays in the hip hop realm. You don't have, like, you'll have the Caucasians that do listen to it and they bump, but most shit they bump is the they don't hear all the other shit.
What album is that particularly on, man?
Stronger.
Don't tell me you're making fun of 808s and Heartbreak.
No. Oh, I thought he was doing
Stronger.
I thought he was doing Stronger.
Okay.
My ear's getting there, baby. My ear's getting there,
the way he
baby.
grills me after something.
Yeah, but he goes into every genre. Like, he goes into electronic. He goes into like punk, rock, goth. Like, he does
that, and I felt like that album touched it. Like,
I feel like it had some high points. The thing is, I feel like the album had high points, but it had a lot of like things.
He sampled Beanie Man on some of it too.
Yeah,
like,
it was interesting.
Fire
it was interesting to hear in the beginning.
I don't know,
but there was a lot of things that were in the album. Like, I think the album starts off really well. And I think later on in the album, in the middle of the
album,
one
of my favorite Kanye songs is on there. The shit with I Can't Hold My Liquor.
Yeah, I love that song.
Maybe that's one of his best songs.
Maybe I need to stop judging albums on where I am in my life, because I was just like, it was just a fun summer.
But I think both albums.
I think both albums were a dope ass summer. Yo, I remember it was that in rotation. It was Good Kid, Mad City, and then I think Drake might have had So Far Gone, right?
No, Take Care.
No, yeah, Take Care. Because he did.
It was Take Care.
Because
Take Care was 2011.
Because Kendrick came out with Buried Alive interlude on Take Care. That's kind of like right before
Good Kid, Mad City, and then Kendrick was 2012.
Exactly right before Good Kid, Mad City.
Gotcha.
So, Buried Alive.
I'm fact checking y'all.
Oh, but you know what? At the end of the day, man, we're splitting hairs with Yeezus and Jesus is King.
I'm fact checking it.
So Far Gone is like 0809, dude. You're in a whole different world. Yeah, it's like the beginning of 09.
So that definitely.
I don't know how you ever remember.
So that's Take Care.
It was like Valentine's Day or some shit.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm the date king, man. Everybody fuck with me on that end.
Gotcha. I remember. Yeah.
Rain Man.
Nah, because I literally remember like listening to Buried Alive. I just saying because Kendrick's like, guys know my favorite rapper and shit. And I remember listening to Buried Alive interlude.
Oh, you like?
And I didn't like that song at all. I was like, what the fuck is this right here?
You like Kendrick more than Hov?
Nah, bro.
You stupid.
You like Kendrick more than Hov?
No, I'm saying like
I'm not saying who you think is better. I'm trying to say who you like better.
Now, Kendrick. He'll listen to more Kendrick right now.
Listen to more Kendrick?
Yeah. If they both dropped an album today, I'm way more hype about
Stranded on
Kendrick.
Desert Island. You need to listen to one album.
Even at the 444?
It's a whole album.
If it's overall discography, Hov.
No. A album.
That they're gonna drop today?
No,
overall.
You travel on the Desert Island.
Hov.
Hov album.
Yeah.
Not Hov songs.
No,
like his whole
Hov
catalog.
album. Because
Hov
Kendrick's music is exercise, bro. Okay. I mean, I'm being honest with you. I just love it.
Hov is the triple entendre guy. So that is exercise in and of
But he
itself.
makes it so simple
that you forget that you didn't even know.
You could be on a
Yeah.
fucking beach listening to Hov. I mean,
Yeah,
you're not gonna even think it's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Where were we over the weekend? Where are we going
Oh,
Saturday?
yo, man.
Shout 'em out.
Shout out to B-Man. Shout out to Rich.
Rich Life.
Word.
Yeah, man.
Rich Life, Lyfe, in case you want to look it up.
Yeah, man.
They're opening, so they did like a surprise thing for B-Man and Rich. They're opening up their own, it's called
Cuts and Cloth.
It's like a barber shop where you can actually go and get tailored, get fitted with special sneakers. So while you get your cut, you're like, yo, I got to go out this weekend. And B-Man's like, yo, hold on.
Pick
I'm
up a rich,
stylist, ho.
pick up a Rich Life hoodie.
Come to this
Yeah.
room.
Word.
Yeah, pick up a Rich
But,
Life hat.
yeah,
you know,
so-
So they
We were at that party.
yeah, we
Surprise
went to the surprise launch party.
It was good to see all you guys there.
B-Man found out about it like I heard 2 hours
Family
before.
man, man. I got a kid.
But
Oh, I thought it was a surprise.
I don't.
well, yeah, huh? Yeah, he
Okay,
found out like
then
2
it
hours
drill.
before. The
Blew it up.
one good surprise though was that when he walked in, like he saw me and Handsome, he did like a like, and I was like, what? I'm not cool enough to hang out with your friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like,
You-
we don't mix crews.
I was like, do you know? I wanted something. Do you know that 100 people listened to my podcast last week? I'm a different nigga right now. You know what I'm saying?
You're lucky to have me
I'm a
here.
different nigga right now.
116.
You know, 116. Sorry, so 116. Sorry, you
I
know,
got analytics.
yeah, this,
and I
yeah,
know
yeah.
who listens.
Ham was hype right now.
I'm in a, you know,
Yo,
you see the Spotify
crazy.
link.
Yeah,
man, you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Anyways, so Han and I are there. The DJ that was there, good party. DJ that was there was dope.
This guy was judging him the whole time. It's like, you
I
know when we
was.
listen to beats,
I
and
You
we're
got to
like,
do that.
Damn,
You got to do that. That's how you know
Scary
you're.
pop.
Josh, I'm becoming a hip hop.
Yo, dog,
DJ snob.
it's the gift and the curse, man.
Yeah, it
You're
really
never
is.
gonna be able to go out again
I was
and
like,
not like analyze the DJ.
I was like, I wouldn't have done that, but
No, he
it
was not
that.
like that. He was like, I can't believe he just went to that.
No.
Yeah.
You know what was
Yo.
funny is that I was
You know
talking.
Chetty's like
I was
that.
talking to B-Man's girl and Handsome so like me and B-Man's girl right here we're talking, and then B-Man and Handsome like across from us. They're having their own conversation, but you can see them looking at me and they see when I cringe. I'm like, oh, you did that for? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like.
Shaking your head.
They're
cold,
like,
like,
and
that shit sounded
they're
excellent.
both talking shit about me. They're both saying, "Yeah, he's fucking over here they're judging the DJ or whatever." But anyways, but DJ was dope, and I think he threw on Jeezy, right?
The host was dope.
The host was fire. Yeah, the host. That's a
Yo.
good, we need to have him on the show.
That old head. Yo, dude is like 50
Yeah.
something, Gucci
Yeah.
down to the
Yeah,
socks.
Gucci down to the
He had his
socks.
flip flop, Dominican ass dude, gold
Yeah.
chains and shit. He's like, come on, give me the microphone.
Yeah.
And he's like chilling.
wow,
in
that's not what I
Florida.
expected.
Yo, it's like
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
a club in the
But
basement.
That's
the-
not
the-
what I expected
the
to hear. To
basement
be
looked-
like the coolest
The
shit.
basement looked like
Everybody just sniffing coke,
was-
you know, like
No,
off each
no,
other's necks.
everybody was not doing that, guys. They were not doing that. There was none of that
I
going on.
was.
There was none of that going on. There was none of that going on. But we did a T.I. song came. Oh, T.I. or Jeezy came on. It must have been Jeezy. And they brought us. We were talking about the verses that's coming up in a couple weeks. And then Hope Limited came on later, and I was saying, yo, like Hope could definitely do like a fucking verse himself. Like his fucking catalog is insane, and it would be like a competitive verses, right? So we were saying, yo, Hope before Beyonce, and Hope after Beyonce. Now I know, and I think I know Edgar's taste in music, and I know Josh's taste in music hand as well too, and it's just kind of like. I know the easy answer is for us to say, because Buddha and I were talking about this in the car. Easy answer to say, oh, reasonable doubt. Nothing's fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But like, yo, if you really look at like, so before Beyonce was Reasonable Doubt,
Volume 1.
Volume 1,
Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, the
Uh-huh.
album that changed his life.
right?
Volume 3, S. Carter,
Mhm.
The Dynasty, and
Yes.
then The Blueprint.
And then The Blueprint, right? Then he met Beyonce.
Yes.
I know. Yeah, yo, look. I know.
the story, bro.
He met Beyonce.
You said pass?
No, I'm saying that's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said pass.
Like, that's
No,
where-
no, I like
Like,
that's
if,
crazy.
like that's like
I'm
that's,
saying that lineup was crazy.
Yeah, that's a Hall of Fame career
did
for
not miss,
somebody.
dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a Hall of Fame career for somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like he had another Hall of Fame career after that, where he comes through with Blueprint 2, which it didn't hit like Blueprint 1, but if you look at all of
They launched it on AOL.
What's that?
Blueprint 2. They got like
Blueprint
a early
2.
listening session.
Wow, I don't
on
remember
AOL.
that.
Shout out to AOL.
Yeah.
Hasn't been
Damn.
around for a while.
Do we have that? I probably had dial-up back then too.
Yeah, I
That
listened
was
to the
great.
album like that.
Yeah, yeah.
For
That's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah, you had to
Blueprint
stream it.
2 was,
Oh, that's fire.
You had to stream it. You couldn't
But
like play
Blueprint
songs.
2
You
had
to, like-
those different cuts where you were just kind of like, yo, like Meet the Parents. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
But it was
those-
just
But he
up and
always
down.
did that. He always did that though.
right. But they didn't. I feel like him doing the song with Beyonce, me and my girlfriend doing the Tupac song over, killed him.
Yeah, Chetty always has this.
No, Josh doesn't want me to take any digs at Jay-Z. He wants Jay-Z to be the perfect rapper.
No, that's not
He's
why.
not.
He's right.
Thank you. Yo, but the Tupac song was already good.
Jay said
Why
thank you,
fuck
too.
with it?
Fuck
Right?
yeah,
Why fuck with it?
Chetty said thank you.
Yeah,
Like, that's true.
why fuck with it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
why?
I'm just
Yeah, there's certain things that shouldn't be
Because
touched.
she
Right.
told him.
I'm not knocking you.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
laughing
believe
at-
you on that.
I'm not knocking you. I'm laughing
She
at
was like, yo, put me
at
on the
that-
track.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at
You're
Chetty's
right.
staple points. Chetty
Make it
doesn't-
official.
Edgar, let me ask you. Edgar, let me ask you a question. There's a person that you guys did not get along with your whole entire life, and there was like, oh, y'all have beef. You just completely talk shit about you and all this other stuff. He passed, and then like, yo, would you go and take pictures of like, you know what I mean, of like his neighborhood or whatever? Not even, I shouldn't say his neighborhood.
Oh, like what Drake is doing.
Right. Well, we see what I'm saying. Like,
Thank you.
Pac and Jay didn't get along. I don't know. I don't want to get off topic, but like, why did he do that song? There was no need for that. You
To
know what
show
I'm saying?
that he's not mad at his spirit.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Even on Reasonable Doubt.
I
what was
just-
it?
I
Kanye
just-
West too?
I don't think it had anything to do with Pac. It really had more to do with Beyonce.
Yeah.
Well,
I
he
think
ran
it
out
was
of fucking ideas. He's Jay-Z.
Nah, I think
He didn't need that song on that album.
I think there's a obviously when like there's a certain point in your relationship
Oh,
where
okay,
the
okay.
women start to
Yeah, we
be
get- it's
women
getting
start
good
to,
now.
women
It's
start to
getting
be
good now.
influential
For sure.
Okay.
in your life
Right.
or whatever.
But can I
your
say, yo,
career
dog,
or
yeah,
like
You guys
whatever
are
it is.
making Jay seem more perfect than I am. Like, yo, he's entitled to fucking make a dud and think it's good. He fucking made the song with Lil Jon and that I always mention as well.
And then Usher.
Yeah, Lil Jon and
That was the
Usher, and that was
back-to-back
the worst
thing.
song
What
of
was
all
that?
time.
What album was that on?
Exactly.
What album was
Which
that
one
on?
was that?
That was on some album. I don't know, like I think the second half of it.
I don't remember either. It was
Kingdom
like
Come?
half of
it was the only two bad
Was it
songs on that album.
Was it on Kingdom Come?
Yeah, word. It that and Hollywood, the two.
Yeah, those two songs.
Yeah, with Beyonce,
The Usher
the song
shit.
Beyonce.
I just want them to say
Another
what album.
Beyonce.
Kingdom Come, bro.
Yeah.
The only two bad songs.
Teddy, how many tracks were on Kingdom
I
Come?
didn't
Google
say
that shit.
I didn't say. We are not going to go through this. We have 5 episodes of me
Alright.
bashing Kingdom
Yo, you
Come.
think that's just so
Out of the
personal?
14 songs, 2 were bad.
I want to get to the point where motherfuckers see me on the street and be like, "Yo, son, Kingdom Come is not that bad."
It's not.
Or they'll be like, "My nigga, that shit sucks."
Not happening.
That was the narrative at the time, but so I get it, but whatever.
Right.
But let's go over the lineup of the second part. After Beyonce.
Fa used to play Hollywood in the car. Shout out to Fa.
Yo, Faid is.
Fa, you definitely play Hollywood.
Wild.
You see this
He's
shit?
wild.
He definitely play Hollywood.
Well, we
Yo,
got
it's not a bad
Blueprint
song.
2. We got Blueprint 2.
Oh
Good.
my god, that song.
Black
bad.
Album.
Black Album.
Kingdom Come. American Gangster.
AG was
American
amazing.
Gangster was fire.
Yeah,
It
ma-
was.
Yes, I'm
Great.
saying.
Fire.
Right.
So it was Black Album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you feel like Black Album AG.
Blueprint 3.
Okay.
Magna Carta, Holy Grail, and 444.
East face when you said Magna Carta.
Nah, yo.
Holy crap.
Dog.
Yo,
Y'all bugging because
y'all could
come
fuck
on.
me. You
Yo,
know what?
Brown is the only one
I'm
on
so
there.
glad we.
That's
You know
top
what,
five.
Buddha? I'm so glad we're recording this episode.
You know
because I can't wait to see that.
Hey, you know what? But you know what? How is BP3 not the worst? I'm confused. Who the fuck listens to that album?
nobody.
I kind of want to get back to what E was saying,
Blueprint
where
3.
like you're kind of forced to do the songs that your wife or your significant other asks. Do you think like? Do you think it hurt his albums? Do you think it like?
I think it hurt his albums and improved his life. So if you notice
Okay.
when we mentioned the first lineup, no one even flinched. It was like, yeah.
Fucking bangers.
The second one, it's like, yeah, but like we even felt like a wave of emotions come over.
Oh, hold on.
Whoa.
Let's get
Because
to that.
she
Hold up.
took his music juice and made him use all his creative juice
To be a
for
dad?
her shit. No,
Oh,
for her album. Because her albums didn't falter.
That's a fact.
But she stayed consistent to who she was.
Right.
Nah,
Like,
but,
he
but,
kinda
but
like,
not only that,
Same
he
thing.
kind of like
She changed them up.
But they worked
wavered,
together,
Like her-
recruiting mad
like-
fucking talent too.
Right, and her best
Be honest
album.
with you.
That worked in her favor.
Yeah, but I'm sure Jay recruited talent to work in her favor.
Right, her best album is probably when
Not giving him that.
he had an affair. Right, well when he
Yeah,
cheated on her. Because
Yeah.
then that was the album that like every woman was
I hear you,
lemonade
but
or whatever the fuck it's
There-
called.
there's a
That's
lot.
every
There's a
Beyonce
lot.
album,
There's
yeah.
a lot of factors
Just a
to
Beyonce.
it. Like he was already mad successful,
Like Buddha said,
made a
he
lot
was
of
older.
money. Like he already put out so many projects. It's like how much more can
Yeah.
you talk about? Like, and you get to a certain status also where it's like, motherfucker, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm not talking about my fucking cars and shit.
Hunger, man.
Right.
The
And
hunger.
now you got a wife, you got a family, whatever. It's like it's totally different. There's a lot of factors to it, not just the wife.
Because PD
But,
Crack had it. No, don't say that. You know it's that. PD.
A woman's every man's downfall.
I'm saying they
Are
said
you gonna say Adam and Eve?
It's like,
right
yo,
now?
you sure you going over
This
there?
guy's scorned.
You want to be on that song?
Scorned.
Put me on it.
Shout out to Ali.
Yeah, word.
Shout out to
Words
Ali.
out of my mouth, bro.
The most scorned motherfucker.
But PD Crack spoke on that, how realistically, when he was made to choose between Jay and Dame, like Dame tried to get him on to recruit him and all that shit, and he was like, yo, it was coming way before the Beyonce thing. So I'll give him that. He's like, way before Beyonce, Jay was already on another wavelength discussing business type shit. Right. Like he was like kind of over the rap shit, not over rapping, but over the rap life and the
depending on it and
the hold like that it has over there.
Yeah.
Can you
the
speak
feeling
about
that it is?
Can you speak about the moment that you saw Jay-Z was breaking up Rockefeller? Go ahead.
the famous video, Michael Jackson.
Oh my god!
Where he's yelling, "King of pop, king of rap."
And Jay like this.
He's mad serious, just staring at it. I wonder if I can include it.
Viewers, if you could see Josh's
that's
face,
gonna be the cover.
That was Jay-Z's face.
I can't do it
honestly,
anymore. I can't do it.
That's actually a good cover.
And it's
That's
safe.
a good
safe
cover
for you.
Yes, I won't get fired at work.
That should be funny. I mean, it won't be funny if they really called you in for that.
So it has nothing. It has nothing to do with. So it has nothing to do with her. It's just it's kind of like.
Nah,
Let me ask you this.
It has something.
It does
to
because
do
do boxers have sex prior to their matches?
Weak legs.
That is a metaphor.
They say don't
But
bust a
basically, yes, they take their attention away from only focusing on themselves and what they want to accomplish to splitting their time and priorities.
So can I go to bat and be the best musician I once was if I'm out of my juice? Can I box the same? Can I still be Floyd?
Can we name somebody who got better as a rapper once they got married?
Okay.
That's
a good
point. No.
That's a good question.
I don't think
What do you think?
Nobody. We're stuck.
So what are you guys gonna say? Who got better after marriage?
Ice Cube became an actor after marriage.
Yeah.
Yes, he wrote Friday After Marriage. There you go.
Yo,
There you
Okay.
go.
you know what I'm saying? Before
Shout out
that,
to-
he
shout
had
out
a
to the ladies
classic.
out there.
After America's Most Wanted, it all became cool, but it wasn't. America's
Nah,
Most
but Q
Wanted.
was a smart dude.
Oh
though.
shit!
Yeah,
But
was
you know
a
what though?
smart
He
dude.
wrote that, but his music wasn't the same though.
What? In 1992?
Like, was his music better after? I mean, he came out today was a good day.
He just
while he was married.
transitions into
While he was
a
married.
whole
Yeah.
nother.
But he
which is
stopped
what
being a revolutionary.
Okay.
He stopped, like, the pen that he had and the shit that he
America's
was doing.
Most Wanted.
He
Yeah.
put the West Coast. Remember, he was writing for all them dudes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he
yeah.
had shit on another
NWA,
level. So,
I think Snoop was in a relationship when he wrote Doggy Style.
no, he wasn't.
There's no way he could have been, right?
Nah, he wasn't.
Nah, hell no.
But Snoop was making
But
movies
he's
Bob
definitely in a
Marley.
relationship now.
after he got married.
Bob Marley.
Yeah, but he don't.
You
count.
got to go all the way back there.
Bob Marley had mad girls.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but his wife accepted it after marriage.
But that's she knew the secret.
A faithful marriage. How about that?
I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. In a
Well,
documentary,
I think we got our next. I think we got our next
Oh.
episode.
Maybe that's a trick. Maybe that's a trick. Maybe that's.
Episode 3 is gonna
man.
be fire. You already know that. Right?
Damn, I'm really trying to.
I gotta get my creativity back.
Yeah.
I need to make a deal. I need to make a deal.
For real. I'll take some acid.
So who would win? Who would win the verses?
Come on, man.
It's not even
First half, Jay.
Yo, but I don't want it
Not
to.
even fair.
Guys, I don't think.
Yes,
I don't
Jay
think we're
is
doing it
consistently
enough-
great.
I
That's
think
the
it'll
point
be
you're
like-
proving.
I don't think we're doing it enough justice. So I
Yes.
think we could be here all day on it.
Jay's
because,
consistently great.
Right. No.
And 444
absolutely.
was a great album too. We
Absolutely,
didn't even
yeah.
get to
Yo,
that point.
It's
Look at the setup.
It's old head rap.
But look
and
at the
I love
setup.
Nah,
Look-
it's not.
I think it'll be like 15-5 out of 20.
Nah, but look at the wave. Look at the wave. Let's just go by albums, right?
It'll be RZA
BP2,
premiere.
BP2,
Exactly.
Blueprint 2 got mixed reviews, right? And then boom, he hits you with a Black album, back on top of his shit.
Right.
Then comes Kingdom Come, mixed reviews. Then comes American Gangster, boom, another class type shit. Then Blueprint 3, fucking fail. Magna Carta, maybe people didn't like it, but you saw that he transitioned away
It
from
was
trying
kind of a dub, though. It was kind of
yeah,
a dub,
but
though.
BP3, he was trying to
It didn't-
feed everybody. Like
It didn't do that well, right? Magna Carta?
I thought it did.
It sold
It
a
did?
million straight out the gate, baby, through Samsung.
Well, they did that whole
Oh,
thing
he
you
did the
had to, like-
Samsung thing.
Nah, but
He did the promotion
Hated
thing
this
with
game.
the
Hated
with
niggas.
the artist too.
It's true, but come on, like Picasso
With
Baby and
the-
all of them shits were hits. They
Yeah,
were
no,
fire.
he.
like they were
That's
legit
why
hits.
he promoted the shit out of that album.
Maybe,
too.
but Picasso Baby
did.
was legit a song
was a-
people
it
wanted
was
to
a
hear. Like it was a hit. Like,
And it had the shit with Justin Timberlake.
Holy Grail with Justin Timberlake.
See,
Yeah,
so
shit.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, it was.
And
It
then
was.
444.
More than saying
Nah,
that.
444 was good.
Okay, but more than saying that, it was like super duper packed with like Timberland production and features and shit like that. So you could say that about it, but
Wait, one more point.
it had
Oh,
legit
Waves with
records.
Frank Ocean was good.
I
Think
was
about this.
telling you
Yeah,
before. I
Yo,
love that song too.
444 was all about him cheating.
Yeah.
So he was
That's
away
why
from
all
Beyonce.
y'all like it. That's
I love the way he pointed at y'all.
that's why y'all over here.
I'm married.
Yeah, nah, that's why y'all like it.
Y'all
Y'all
niggas
do.
ain't shit. Yo.
Man,
Yo,
Josh
that-
hated it, man.
Y'all niggas ain't shit.
Josh hated it
Y'all
like
niggas
me.
ain't shit for
That's
real.
what caused Jay
He
the second
did
half.
that.
I couldn't relate to that, man. I was like, yeah, turn this
I
off.
wasn't.
Nah, man. But look,
What does this mean?
he's separated from Beyonce.
What does this even mean?
He makes his best album of his second wave.
I didn't even want to go to the Standard after that.
I fact checked. I fact checked myself about that Yeezus. It was Nothing Was the Same. I said the wrong album. It wasn't So Far Across. So Far Across was way before that. Nothing was the same.
Nothing Was the Same.
I was picturing the
Oh,
album
God.
where he was looking that way.
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
2013.
But like that summer was because that summer had Yeezus.
Yeah, it had to have because the
Magna
year
Carta,
before,
Holy
Take Care,
Grail.
the year, Take Care was the year
Right.
before, which is when I first heard Kendrick. So it had to be the next year.
Kendrick was 20. I mean, Take Care was
It was
2011.
the first time I heard Kendrick.
2011 was.
It was the first
Take
time I
Care.
heard him like in a big feature.
Good
Yeah.
Kid, Mad City had to be 2013.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I was saying that summer because I remember that summer we hung out a lot.
Yeah.
We were listening to Yeezus. We were talking about both of those albums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Drake, like in the fall, probably came with Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah,
I said the wrong
That was
album.
big years.
Diggy,
Big
I
years.
apologize for mixing up the
Bro, you're
albums.
gonna be tight.
Yo, he's gonna be like, nigga.
Yeah.
How you gonna forget this?
Yeah, so-
Right.
Word.
Right.
2013. I just want to say something real quick because October 27th, 2013. This exact date that we're recording was kind of like my rebirth and shit, and I kind of just forgot about it because I said, yeah, 2013 was great, but it really wasn't. Especially, Papa that year passed away. It was a tough ass year. It was a fucked up ass year.
There's no such thing as good and bad.
Wow,
to
was
me,
that?
man.
It was
Right.
that long ago?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was November 13th, 2013. Yeah, 2013. Tough ass year. But I'm glad to be here today. I think I'm here today because of that. And I want to leave off on a high note. We're leaving off?
Yeah. Well,
Teddy the Curator, by the
I
way.
was gonna cheers to that though. You
Let's
know what I
do
mean?
it.
Let's cheers to
Oh, wait,
cheers
hold
to
on.
you
Cheers
know
to
what I mean?
being alive, baby.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on.
I got a little sip.
Finish that off.
A little sippy sippy.
Little sippy sippy.
Episode 2 of season
Drunken
4.
Hot Girls.
We'll go ahead to Handsome.
To life, B.
Yeah.
To life, to consistency, to purple cups and champagne. Ladies and
Buddha, that was a
gentlemen.
good time for you to get a picture of us cheersing, but
No,
I
he's
know.
too busy texting his boyfriend. Yo, Felix, what you doing?
Yo, why you gotta do that? You don't need to right?
Yo, dog. Gay jokes are fucking outdated,
Gay jokes
man.
is still on for me.
yeah.
I will never get off of gay jokes. Yo,
Teddy,
when y'all hear my EP,
People tell you
you're gonna hear
guys,
the best gay joke ever.
Please edit this
Yo,
out.
man, chill out.
Don't edit it. Don't edit it. But you know where you stand. That's all. You know where you stand. Don't edit though.
If I lose my job, I can't
He's
fund.
giving me the thumbs up on the
I
phone.
can't pay
stop
real
that, man,
anymore.
for real,
Where we
what's
at right now, yo? We shout out real. Where we at right now?
Yo, we're at Heart of Queens
Heart of Queens
Studios.
Thank you again for having us, Real.
What's the tag again?
Real's had too much champagne.
Yes. Yeah. Too much champagne. He needs some sleep, man. He been at it all day.
Right.
Sorry for going overtime. That was Chetty's fault. He got here late. All right, cool.
Yo, thank you for having us. You know what I mean?
And let's do it, man. Episode 3.
Yeah. Good.
7.
Good way to finish it off. You know what I mean?
3-7?
Bring it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Sure,
Let's
sure.
do this.